thousands of consumers and crippling companies' operations. We take a look at how Singapore is working to tackle this growing and evolving threat.
Singapore faced 1 million cyber attacks every single day in 2015. And 2016 was no different, according to the Republic's cybersecurity agency. One of the most high-profile attacks was the unprecedented distributed denial of service on StarHub in October. Then, thousands of infected computers and web-linked devices flooded the telco servers with messages. This caused a spike in traffic, which jammed StarHub servers, disrupting internet services for its users.
I think there's no amount of preemptive work that we can deal with, that we can do in order to cut off all these different attack vectors. So the challenge is, in my view, not trying to close off all the attack vectors. What needs to be done is that we need to detect these attacks quickly, deal with them robustly, and recover the services as quickly as possible.
This requires a far different approach to cybersecurity. Think cyber defense, and the first things that come to mind are firewalls and antivirus software. But as cyber attacks become increasingly sophisticated and frequent, so too must the approach to defense evolve. This cyber range, for example, tests not just the infrastructure of an organization, but its people too. Through the enactment of various cyber attack scenarios, staff learn how to react to attacks and how their organization's cyber infrastructure responds. Such an environment also lets organizations test out plans for continued operations during and after an attack.
The cyber range provides this environment to help companies make the trade-offs, understand the decisions that they're making in a context that's safe and realistic, and helps them understand how do they make these decisions to maximize, optimize their risk. Bearing in mind the trilemma that we see in cybersecurity, which is really about cost, convenience, as well as security coverage. You can have 2 out of 3, but you really can't have all 3.
But cybersecurity is not something that any one single entity can carry out on its own. This will be put to the test in 2017, when the CSA conducts a large cybersecurity exercise involving all 11 critical infrastructure sectors. These include the aviation, energy, telecommunications, and banking sectors. The aim of the exercise is to raise standards and strengthen Singapore's cyber environment. This is part of the National Cybersecurity Strategy, launched in October this year. It not only spells out strategies to tackle cyber threats of the future, but shows how one can seize the opportunities they present.